Hi, hope you're having a great Sunday. Well, today I want to talk about intermittent fasting. Now, we've spoken about intermittent fasting many times before, but as we keep getting more and more testimonials from across the world about the amazing benefits of lifestyle changes, when people have started incorporating intermittent fasting into their lives. Now, the first thing is when we talk about intermittent fasting, when we talk about dry fasting, okay, don't consider it to be a diet. It is not a diet, it is a lifestyle. It is something that you are doing in your life to change the way you live, eat at a particular time, break your fast at a particular time. And because you do that together, there are several scientific benefits today on the biomarkers of most diseases. Healthy benefits of doing fasting the right way, the sensible way. But when you make it into a fad, when you call it a diet, it becomes a fad. What becomes a fad? Anything that grows too quickly and people blindly start following it by comparing how other people are doing it and then following it yourself. That becomes a fad, and when it becomes a fad, it can become harmful to your health. Today people are doing 16, 8 hours. Some people are doing 20, a particular thing. My question to them is, why 16 hours? Why not 16 and a half? Why not 15 and a half? Why not 14? Why not 21? And there is no answer. When we are doing intermittent fasting, the first thing is your mindset change that you make. You decide in your mind that you are changing your lifestyle and the way you live, the way you eat, the way you sleep, the way you think. That is a lifestyle change. The moment you put intermittent fasting as a diet, the first thing it psychologically does to you is it makes you believe that there is going to be deprivation, there is going to be starvation. That comes with fear, that comes with feeling unhappy, and you just take away the entire benefits of doing intermittent or dry fasting the right way. Well, as we talk about these testimonials that come in across the world, the number one thing is we need to understand that it is changing human health. No matter what anyone says, today's science is proving the fact. Okay, there is enough of science showing you the impact of fasting done the right way on almost every biomarker of disease. Today we're looking at data of people who have asthma, and we're noticing the reduction of inflammation and how asthmatic patients are reporting better breathing, better function, and feeling better when they fast the right way according to how many hours their body can take, not according to what the world is telling them. The main research comes across the ability of fasting to reduce oxidative stress on your cells. Now, oxidative stress equals inflammation. Almost every disease that you can think of today is termed medically as an inflammatory disease. Diabetes, type 2, type 1, cardiovascular diseases, cholesterol, high blood pressure, hardening of the arteries. You look at cancer, inflammatory disease. You look at Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, inflammatory diseases. This means that these diseases are caused because of inflammation in the human body. Inflammation which does not go down. Most inflammation is caused by oxidative stress. Fasting has a scientifically backed evidence of reducing the inflammation caused by oxidative stress in the human body. So when you understand the science of it, you start doing it more diligently and not like a fad, not like 16-8. People feel hungry in the 14 hour and they push themselves to 16 hours because everyone around them is doing 16 hours. Well, it doesn't make sense. Your fasting period can change every day according to the amount of work you do, how much of sleep you had at night, how much of mental energy you're using. Sometimes your body needs food. You give your body food. There's a big difference between physical hunger and there's a big difference between emotional hunger. Emotional hunger, yes, we want to use willpower. We want to try to correct the emotion that is making us overeat or undereat. But when you set your body into a perfect rhythm and cycle of fasting, it will no longer be a struggle for you. There will be some days that your body fasts till 16 hours, some days till 18. Some days you break your fast in 12 hours because your body is telling you to break your fast in 12 hours. And blessed are the people who listen to their body and go according to what their body is telling them and not what a nutritionist, doctor, social media is telling you to do. So when people say, Luke, should I do 16, 18, 20? My answer is, I don't know. Your body is going to tell you over a period of time how much of time your body requires to fast. No expert in this world can tell you that magic number of 14, 16, 18 or 20. It doesn't make a difference. When your body is done with its fasting phase and it asks you for food, you better feed it food. It's as simple as that. In other words, you are going against what your body is basically asking you for, and now you start producing stress in trillions of cells in the body that are asking you for food, but you're depriving it. So then you start producing more cortisol, more adrenaline, and you just make the entire concept of fasting harm your body. Well, we spoke about inflammation. Human growth hormones. Science is proving that in a fasted state, or even calorie restriction, which means I don't have to fast, but today most human beings are eating more food than their body requires. We're eating a breakfast, we're eating a midday snack, we're eating a lunch, we're eating a mid-evening snack, probably a late evening snack, and then a late dinner or a midnight snack. So we're eating more than our body requires. So by calorie reduction, we don't mean starvation. We mean by eating exactly how much your body requires and not more or not less. That is also calorie restriction, and your body has the ability to produce human growth hormones. Human growth hormones helps you with your muscle, your lean mass, your immune function, your mitochondrial health. It helps young children who are not growing the right way to start growing the right way. So human growth hormones is required in the human body. Now there's a quick fix. You can buy injections of human growth hormones and all of that stuff, which we know has some harm in the kidney and human body at some point. But in a fasted state, if your body is able to do its job naturally, that is the beauty and intelligence of the human body. It has everything. It has everything that we need today to prevent disease, possibly heal some diseases, and live a long and healthy life. We don't have to look outside. It's all inside of us. We need to just tap into the intelligence of the human body to take over. Now, when it comes to your neuro function of your body, your brain function, your memory, your learning capacity, science is showing how fasting can also improve your learning capacity, your memory function, and basically boost your overall neuro function. So we're talking about Alzheimer's, we're talking about dementia, we're talking about so many brain-related issues today that are happening, which can be possibly prevented, or possibly you begin the journey of healing when we start looking at how much of food are we putting in our body. And then we have our immune function, our immunity. Our immune system has to grow stronger and stronger if we're looking at preventing diseases like cancer. 3 to 4 to 5, maybe 6% of the cancers are highly genetic, and there's nothing that most of us can do about it. But the balance 92 to 93% of cancers, there is a lot that we can do. Now the world has become smart in telling us that, oh, we don't know why cancer happens. So we accept that and we stop doing things that we should be doing to possibly prevent it. We have to understand that most of our mindsets are basically molded to believe that, oh, I need thyroid medication for a lifetime. Type 2 diabetes is irreversible. Cancer, it'll come, it's bad luck. We need to, we're educated people today. We need to understand that our minds have been molded that way. But then tell me why so many people today are able to reverse cancer. So many people are able to reverse type 2 diabetes. So many people are not on thyroid medication anymore. They haven't taken a magic pill. They haven't taken a magic medicine. They haven't taken a magic diet. They have realized that I've gotten sick because of my lifestyle. Now let me reverse my lifestyle and see if my body responds. And that's what's happening. Intermittent fasting or dry fasting is not a replacement for your doctor. It is not a replacement for your medicine. Although if you do it the right way, it can possibly heal you from most inflammatory conditions that you have today. So when you look at my post today, yes, people are reversing, are basically fasting away their uric acid, they're fasting away their diabetes, they're fasting away their arthritis. I'm not using the word cure. But these are people who have gone through the condition for years, and just by smartly, intelligently fasting for themselves, they found how their biomarkers and their blood reports have completely reversed. So when we make it a fad, that's when we'll start doctor bashing, pill bashing, medicine bashing. We're not looking at a fad. We're looking at you, if you're in medicine, use it as a crutch, change your lifestyle, start putting in fasting. It may suit you, it may not suit you. Fasting does not have to suit everyone. Let us make that very, very clear. So to know if it suits you or not, you do it. But then most people want to do it because all their friends are doing it, and they start getting frustrated, and the lifestyle of intermittent fasting starts harming them. The idea of intermittent fasting is, if I'm fasting 2 days in a week, or 3 days in a week, or 2 days in a month, it doesn't matter as long as it is suiting me. Some people start intermittent fasting every day of their life. If it suits you, you don't have deficiencies, you're feeling great, you're not feeling psychologically deprived, go for it as long as it's not harming you. It doesn't mean that the people who fast once a week or twice a week or twice in a fortnight or 4 times in a month are any lesser than you. Some people need 1 day in a week to fast, rehaul the body, completely clean it out. That's great because their overall lifestyle is good. Now, one of the biggest mistakes people make is they intermittent fast, and on the non-fasting days, they binge and they eat. You are doing it the wrong way. You intermittent fast, and on your normal non-fasting day, you should still be able to eat sensibly. That's when this becomes a lifestyle change and completely helps you. A lot of intermittent fads tell you that, oh, fast and then eat whatever you want. Binge eat, you can eat this, you can drink coffee during a fast. It comes down to common sense that why would you put something highly acidic into a body that is fasting? Now, if you're addicted to coffee, you can't give it up, don't fast. It's as simple as that, but don't do it the wrong way. You are not fasting if you drink coffee during your fasting phase. You are not fasting if you drink fruit juices during your fasting phase. Fasting means, like the word clearly, common sense, the word clearly tells you means fasting is water, no food. No food, no water. Now you choose which one is for you. You know, it's very easy for us to want to console ourselves that, hey, I'm fasting, but I had a little bit of green tea. I'm fasting, but I still didn't eat. You still didn't fast. It's as simple as that. So let's be true to ourselves if we want to adopt intermittent fasting and the amazing health benefits of it. There is no cheating, there is no shortcut. If you can only fast for 8 hours, great, fast for 8 hours. Maybe you'll do 10 hours tomorrow, maybe you'll do 12 hours. Start off slow. People try to start off with 16 and 18 and 20 hours because the whole world is doing it, and that's why it becomes a fad, and that's why it's not sustainable, and that's why you fail. So what you need to understand is fast. I have a question over there, talk about alkaline food. Why alkaline food? Why do you need to alkalize your body when your body has the ability to automatically do it if you are sleeping well, eating the right foods, exercising, and keeping your stress low? So break away from these fads. Oh, I'm going to buy an alkaline water machine. It's going to make my body alkaline. Alkaline water doesn't make your body alkaline. Your body has its own mechanism to make you alkaline. So start changing your mindset. A lot of people jump into IF to lose weight. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. IF will not make you lose weight. IF will change your way of living. It will reduce your appetite. It will reduce your cravings. And then you don't put the wrong stuff in the wrong quantity in your body and you will lose weight. So people jump into IF and then they send these long mails. I've done IF for 9 days. I didn't even lose an inch. I didn't even lose a kilo. Because your mindset is wrong. Because your intention is wrong. It is not going to work for you that way. So IF is something that we really need to try to introduce in our lives. If it suits us, do it. The simplest way to do it is have an early dinner, build 12 to 14 hours of fasting, wake up, have a breakfast, even have your breakfast, have your lunch, have an early dinner. If that doesn't work for you, you know, the Indian culture is one of the only cultures in the world that has such late dinners. Now we like to console ourselves that, oh, there's traffic and there are businesses to run and all of that stuff. But you see, the human mind always finds an excuse. But when you go to Europe on holidays, you end up eating early. So we always have an excuse, and the human mind likes to console itself because we want to feel that what we're doing is the right thing. With a few days of discipline, you can bring down your dinner early. If you leave office late, you figure out a way to eat your dinner early no matter what. But if you can eat by 6:30 or 7 or 7:30 and your breakfast the next day is at 8:30 or 9 or 9:30 in the morning, you have already built a beautiful fasting cycle in your system. So it doesn't have to be complicated. Then you can have your breakfast, you can have your lunch, you can have an early dinner. That doesn't work for you, you play around with the timings, but it shouldn't be difficult. It should be effortless. Maybe the first 3 days will be difficult because you're hungry, you have pangs, and all of that stuff. But you shouldn't have to shove this into your life. You see, health is becoming a big obsession with most people. The entire day is revolving around what to eat, what not to eat. We become health obsessed. Some people are healthy, but yet they think they're not doing enough because they see so much of stuff happening around. So we got to be more mindful and understand that IF, dry fasting, try it. If you can't intermittent fast, try reducing your total calories in a day. Not through undereating and starvation, but calorie reduction. Now, intermittent fasting may not be for everyone. If you have serious diseases and stuff like that, sugar levels fluctuating, you want to check with your doctor before doing it, or do it in a supervised way. But women and men who are going through extreme hormonal imbalances, fasting is not for you until you correct that. Women and men who have fertility issues. You're trying to conceive, you have fertility issues. Fasting is not for you. Moms who are breastfeeding in the first 3 to 6 months, it is not for you, because you need calories to produce breast milk. The human body uses a lot of energy to feed and to produce and to lactate. It is not for you. You will get your chance to do that. Women and men who have chronic fatigue syndromes, chronic fatigue, some heavy cases of Hashimoto's, some heavy cases of chronic fatigue, intermittent fasting is not for you. People who have mental eating disorders, it is not for you again. And when you find a lot of stress in your life, chronic stress, you're going through a lot of turmoil and stress, emotional, physical, whatever it is, at that point, fasting is not for you. So you see, there's a way to do it, there's a time to do it, there's a way to prepare for it if you want the benefits for it. If you do it the wrong way, fasting will harm you. It will harm your organs, it will harm your cells, it will harm your mind, it will harm everything in your body. So you do it the right way. You do it the right way, and then you will see how your body has the ability to heal you. Every time we tell you that your body heals you, it's not magic. It's the intelligence of your body. Everyone's body has the ability to heal you. You cut yourself, you see a scab form the next day, your body's healed you. So now you give your body the foundation of what it needs, what it needs. And that fasting period, start off with 8 hours, start off with 9, start off with 10, start off with 11, 12. Finally, you find that your body tells you, hey, 12 to 14 is ideal for you. 12 is ideal for you. 15 is ideal for you. Go with the flow. You don't have to do it. You don't make it rigid. You don't make it into a fad. You flow with life. You do it when you feel like doing it. When your body asks you for food, you don't do it. And that's these people who have posted their testimonials about how their lives have changed, diseases, everything. They've not followed a rigid structure. They have fasted and mindfully listened to their body, and they have reaped all the amazing benefits of intermittent and dry fasting. Now, I'm going to end the video right now. For everyone who's new to fasting, we're going to post the previous videos of how you can start intermittent fasting right today itself. I'm back from a lot of travel today, so I'm going to have my lunch at about 3 o'clock today, and I'm going to fast right up till tomorrow, maybe breakfast time, which may be at about 9:30 or 10. So I'm going to use my Sunday afternoon, because I've had a good weekend, I've had a good holiday, I've had good travel, where I've eaten without, I'm not overeaten, but I've eaten according to what my body and my mind requires. So now I'm going to balance everything out with a simple Sunday afternoon fast. Break it tomorrow, start the week, recharge. Now you decide whether you want to do it on a Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, every day, once a week, twice a month. That is up to you. Your body is the indicator of how you feel. If fasting twice a week makes you feel great, you need it twice a week. If it makes you feel good every day, you do it every day. If it makes you feel good once in 15 days, you do it. You don't do what everyone is telling you to do. You do what your body and mind tells you to do the best, because your body and mind is the best indicator for what you need, what your body needs, what your mind needs, and what your heart needs. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy your Sunday. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep. If you want to do the fast together, I'm going to start it off at about 3:30 to 4 today, and possibly break my fast by about 7:30, 8, or maybe even 8:30 tomorrow morning. So we're getting a little over 12 to 14 to 15 hours. If I feel hungry in 13 hours, I'll break the fast. But try to get into this discipline. Twice a month, you are surely going to do a fast. Once a week, you're surely going to do a fast. Whatever suits you. Make it a discipline. Make it a habit, like brushing your teeth. Once you do it a couple of times throughout a lifetime, this will become part of your life, part of your family's life. To all the elderly people out there, senior citizens, I cannot tell you how important it is. Each and every one of you, most of you, hold the potential to control your health and the way you age. Just start eating a little bit less, or get into a little bit of fasting. Don't push yourself. Don't look at it as a punishment. And I can promise you, everything is going to get better. The way to anti-age is purely looking after your cellular health. And everyone has that ability to do it through fasting. I have the last testimonial that came in about several people who reported that intermittent fasting has also improved the quality of their sleep. The quality of their sleep has improved when they've got into these fasting rituals. Have a great Sunday, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep.